kids have all of these appointments today, and I just have to be in so many places at once. I just need to make sure that we're able to make all of these social distancing meetups. Oh no, you see, we don't believe in technology in this household for the children, so instead of doing Zoom meetings like the rest of the class, we have the teacher drive out and then we sit in the car with the windows up and she talks through the windows. Yeah, technology just poisons these young minds. We are a Waldorf family, so absolutely no electronics enter this house. All toys are completely non-electronic, like wooden blocks or perhaps a stuffed animal. We want our children to develop an imagination and not be reliant on machines. Oh, I got a new Facebook notification. Sorry about that. What were we talking about? Oh yes, no, our children do not use any technology because these electronic devices make you a slave to them. Just a second, I just need to check my email. Okay, sorry about that. So, pardon me, I'm just going to put a little bit of lotion on. My hands are very, very dry. Ever since we've been using all of that antibacterial soap, it's really hard to keep up. I'm starting to develop cracks in the skin. I wouldn't want my hands to look old. Would you also like some lotion? I mean, I don't feel like it would hurt you. Here. This is a lovely aroma from Bath & Body Works. It's not too fancy. Just hold out your hand, okay? Okay. It's actually quite nice. So, how are you? How are your family? I almost said, how are your kids? But then I remember that you only have the one. Are you and your husband considering maybe ever having any more kids? You only want one. Why is that? I mean, don't you want your family to be complete? How can your family be complete with just one child? That's interesting that you feel that way. You know, even with 5 children, I don't feel like my family's complete. There always seems to be this constant void, and even after 5 children, 3 cats, 2 dogs, a parakeet, a guinea pig, 3 rabbits, and 2 hamsters, I just still don't, we just haven't met the right soul yet to really tie our family together. So that must be really sad for you. Oh, just a second. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. But yeah, with 5 children, it gets very difficult sometimes because they get bored very easily. So we're constantly having to think of different ways to occupy them. Because I don't want them to use electronics. I mean, they basically just completely rot your brain, and then all of your imagination and critical thinking just go down the toilet. I mean, is that what you'd want for your kid? Well, I really think that you should perhaps consider getting, having a second child at least before you get any older. I mean, the clock is ticking. I'm sure you want your family to be complete, right? And then you can call yourself a real mom. What's the matter? Did I say something? I mean, sure. When I had my first child, I definitely thought that I too was a real mom until I realized after my second one that, well, anyway, not my place. Oh no, I definitely heard about Debbie. In fact, I actually joined Susan's little Thoughts and Prayer Facebook group. Yeah, I actually talked to Chad. So, just out of curiosity, since you have all of this free time clearly on your hands, what do you and your child do for fun? You let your daughter watch TV. Huh. Well, I think that explains why your daughter might have had the placement this year that she did in terms of teachers. Well, what we like to do in our family is have a fun game such as memorizing our multiplication tables. Speaking of, I think it's time that I shuffled these so that way we can get ready for game night tonight. It's going to be very exciting. I don't know, flashcards and practicing standardized testing just for fun. It's one of my family's favorite pastimes. Oh dear. And it appears that Daniel has put some of the cards in backwards again. I'm going to have to sort through this entire lot. This is a mess. You don't have flashcards at home? Well, I suppose with just one child, it must be very easy to keep her occupied. Oh, my children love to do standardized testing. They find it fun. It's always nice to be able to compare how smart you are to the rest of the state and get a realistic view of how much better you are than others. It's very good for the morale. You should try it with your child. They might surprise you. Okay. Oh no. I always have everything prepared for everything that we do. It helps avoid any sort of temper tantrums because my children can be very prone to that. So really, nothing's going to change your mind about just having one? I mean, is there some kind of medical condition? Because, oh my god, I am so sorry. No? I mean, I don't know why you would choose to make your child lonely. Okay, well, clearly you think that you've thought it through. So, I mean, I'm not judgmental or anything. So, your husband is okay with you just having the one? I mean, I don't think it's selfish to bring more people into this overpopulated planet. I think that it's selfish not to. Children are the future, and it's God's plan that we procreate. Maybe your family should join our church. I feel like Pastor John would really love to sit down and talk to you about all of your values and why they're wrong. I did get the phone calls about the PTA election. I'm definitely voting for Susan. I don't feel like Beverly's lifestyle is a very good model for other parents or even children. And I just don't think that Shoshana has what it takes. It's like voting for Ralph Nader, right? If I vote for Shoshi, then most likely Beverly's gonna win. I mean, nothing against her or anything, but it's very important to Susan that we all look like good parents. And I really respect that. You know, what we look like to other people is a very important base for determining your own self-worth and value. You know, that's all that matters. So, you know, maybe that's something to think about while you're considering your options for your family's future. You know? Oh, we think standardized testing is a whole lot of fun. In fact, I can show you where you could download those off the internet if you're interested in trying some out yourself. In fact, sometimes my husband and I just do them for fun. Well, I mean, I do feel like it's quite nice to exercise your brain from here to there because, I mean, obviously you want to set a good example for your children. I'm sorry, your child. Sorry, just a second, I just have to check Twitter. Okay, sorry about that. So, other than just watching copious amounts of TV with your child, sorry, I keep wanting to say children. Just used to talking to normal people, I guess. So sorry. Since so far your experience in self-isolation has just included watching TV with your child, I mean, oh, you are doing the homeschooling. Through the computer. So you let your child use the computer. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that we do have those special education classes for kids that have inevitable ADHD from using electronics. So at least he'll be covered later. Oh, I am just going through and approving the homework before I expose my children to it. Sometimes these math questions can be very inappropriate. Well, for example, would you want your child to know anything about money? Oh no, we don't believe in allowance in our house. I don't want to influence my children to go down a dark path. So far, these are fine. Oh no, I don't understand the Common Core curriculum either. So basically, all I do is pick which questions I find to be appropriate, and then ahead of time, I go ahead and Google the answers, so that way my children don't have to be exposed to the evils of the internet and technology. I'm sorry, I just have to speak my mind. I have to wonder if maybe your resistance to having more than one child is because your first child has been spoiled by the influence of technology. I mean, it's something to think about. Oh, just a moment. Oh, it's just Instagram. Oh, my post has 209 likes on it. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that we have such different opinions, and I'm sorry that you're not understanding me and when I'm telling you how important it is to grow your family. I really truly think that you should consider possibly, like 1 or 2 more babies, just so that way, your husband will decide to stay married to you because you actually gave him a family. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time believing that your husband doesn't also want more kids, though. I mean, isn't living with God important to your family? Your husband doesn't believe... Oh. Okay. Well, this is starting to make sense now. Honey, I'm gonna go to church this afternoon. And I'm gonna pray for you. Because clearly Satan is touching the hearts of you and your husband and your family, and that's not a healthy environment for your child to grow up in, especially all alone. I mean, at some point you and your husband are going to die, and then your child is going to be all alone. I mean, is that what you want on your conscience? Hold on just a second. another text. Okay, sorry about that. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, yes. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray that hopefully, Jesus touches you and you see the truth that you need to extend your family and live the right path, and that, as your family grows, it'll heal your husband and your daughter's hearts. You have to go, but you said that you would have a few hours. Okay. No, that's... Oh, hold on just a second. Just 1 second. Hello, Susan. Oh, I have her with me, right? Hold on a second. You have to go. No, just what? No, really, just... No, Susan, don't hang up. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Hi, so tell me, what is happening with Karen? I heard.